What's up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. Here to preview this Sunday's matchup, September 18th, 2022, as the Houston Texans, the 0-1 Houston Texans, come to the Mile High City to take on the 0-1 Denver Broncos. Both teams looking for the first win of the season. Boy, sucks. Wish that we were on the 1-0 side of things. Did not go in our favor. But, you know, we got a great opportunity to get our first win at home in front of the home crowd. So let's get into this preview, see what we have to do to win this game. First things first, got some news today that Justin Simmons has been placed on injury reserve. He has a thigh injury. He's going to be out 4 weeks at least. That sucks. Star player on the defense. Caden Stearns is going to have to step up in his role, but I'm excited for that. I thought Caden Stearns, when he played against Dallas last year, I thought he played great. I feel like he definitely needs more playing time, and he's definitely going to get a lot of that now that Simmons is out. So, yeah, excited for that. Hopefully Justin Simmons gets well because, you know, we definitely need him back. Another injury, key injury, was on the offensive line. There's Quinn Miernes, who's going to be out at least 4 weeks as well. And I feel like our O-line's a little thin, especially at the guard position, so I'm not sure what they're going to do there. I believe Nate Moody's on the practice squad. Maybe they call him up, but I don't know. So those are really the 2 key injuries that I'm seeing here. They also signed Anthony Harris, former Vikings Eagles safety, to the practice squad, and they promoted Asang Bassi. So there's that. And then last thing before we go into the predictions, everything here, keys, all that. Guess Nathaniel Hackett, he admitted that he made the wrong decision, but I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I really believe that. I feel like if he would have made the field goal kick, we wouldn't be talking about that. He wouldn't be saying that he made the wrong decision. They miss. Of course, he's going to say that he made the wrong decision, you know. So, obviously, when it happened, I guarantee most of us fans, including me, we wanted to see them go for it, but it's not what they did. So, there's that. All right. Anyway, I've been seeing that there's a lot of fans that are already hitting the panic button. It's only week 1. People are freaking out. They're saying that we're not going to make the playoffs. We're done. It's over. I'm here to say there's a couple of reasons not to hit the panic button. I mean, it's literally week 1. Even though they're making some of the same mistakes that they've made in previous seasons, let's go into why there's no reason to freak out. Okay, number 1, you know how we got to witness Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams both fumble at the goal line. And the Seahawks recovered both. That was at least 14 points that was left on the field. At the most, 6 at the least. And I think that they could fix that. Okay, I'd rather them fumble early in the season and work on holding on to the ball. I don't really know what you have to do to practice not fumbling, but I mean, Javonte Williams doesn't really do that. I mean, this is kind of the first time he's really done that. Melvin Gordon does have the fumbling situation. And it kind of goes with red zone offense. I think they definitely need to improve on that. But, you know, it's fixable. So I would not be freaking out. The other thing, remember all the penalties? They had like 10 plus penalties. Okay, ridiculous, but they could fix that as well. Okay, you know, the taunting penalties just need a little more discipline. But yeah, let's see. I'm seeing right here 12 penalties for 106 yards. I mean, that's terrible. So they were extending Seahawks drives, and it was bad. But they can definitely cut those in half and, you know, get rid of even half of that. They can make just 3 penalties a game. You know, it's all in practice, all mental. You know, I mean, I feel like a lot of this was not being on the same page, just bad communication. But brand new coaching staff, new quarterback. Everything's still gelling together. It's not like they were going to come out and fire on all cylinders week 1. Okay, it's just not how it works realistically. So there's that. They could definitely fix it. They have good coaches, and they're all going to learn together. So excited to see that. Another reason, Bradley Chubb had 2 sacks. That's awesome. That's like Von Miller-esque right there. He's definitely the guy who they're looking at to fill that Von Miller hole that they trust. Which 2 sacks a game, you'd literally have 35 sacks in the season. You'd smash that Michael Strahan record of 22.5 sacks. I mean, he's probably not going to get 2 sacks every game, but, I think that's what we need to see out of Brad Chubb. As long as he stays healthy and keeps getting pressure on the quarterbacks, and he could be that game wrecker, I'm very optimistic if that happens. Another thing to be optimistic about, Jerry Jeudy got 100 yards, He freaking, not really a factor last year, but he was a factor in this game. If he can continue to be that, they got that receiver number 2 on their hands that they've been kind of missing. And then another thing, they dominated the time of possession, I felt like they had more drives than the Seahawks. They just were not on the same page on each and every one of their drives. But as long as they can learn from that, watch the tape, and continue to practice, get better, they're going to be a good team. So there's that. But 3 things that I think they really need to improve on is the time management in the fourth quarter. It's kind of what's been haunting them the past few seasons, Vic Fangio, Vance Joseph, all that. It kind of brought back all those bad memories. But that, they need to trust Russell Wilson, okay? If it's a situation like that again, let him do it. That's why they gave him all the money. That's why they traded for him, for the clutch situations. And then last thing, really, just need to fix the communication. I mean, it was bad. All the pre-snap penalties, false starts. I mean, they could fix that. I mean, come on. They're better than that. Anyway, for the Texans, though. So, 3 keys to victory. I've been yapping about other stuff. But anyway, the moment y'all been waiting for, 3 keys to the victory. So, the first key is, yes, they have to cut down the penalties. I feel like a lot of the penalties, especially on defense, were helping out the Seahawks a lot and helped out a lot on their scoring drives. So, they just need to cut those in half. I mean, week 2, if you can get 6 penalties at the most, I feel like you can survive from that. 12 is just unacceptable. But they can avoid the penalties on defense. Same goes for offense, but mainly on the defense. Think they will be fine. Their defense did hold them to 17 points. So if they could do that without the penalties, so be it. All right, number 2. I think that they need to win the turnover battle. Okay? And it kind of goes along with the red zone offense. They need to score. They left so many points on the field last game. I mean, at least 20. At least 20. They could have won a blowout if they had punched in at least, even 2 of those times in the 4 times they're in the red zone. Let's see, because they scored 16, 23, 30. Yeah, 30, 17. So, just need to win in that turnover battle and, score. You know what I'm saying? Don't give the Texans any favors because, they're all pros out there and they will make you pay. So, there's that for the second key. 3 key. Honestly, I don't think you should sleep on the Texans. Even though a lot of people think that they're going to be a terrible team, and who knows, it could happen. But they actually were playing pretty good against the Colts until the second half when the Colts came back. It did end in a tie, obviously, but still, Davis Mills, he had like 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't think he had any interceptions, which is not that bad. So, cannot take them lightly. They're going to have to fire on all cylinders and, play well, obviously. So, if they want a chance to win, it's at home. Don't be embarrassed, please. Or don't get embarrassed, please. So those are really 3 keys. Limit the penalties, limit the turnovers, score in the red zone, and then don't underestimate the Texans, That's the last thing you want to do, especially not having a win yet. So some things I expect to happen in this game. I expect Russell Wilson to play a lot better than he did, even though I thought he was awesome in the first game with us. But I think he's going to be even better in this one. And he said he was going to step up to the plate. When it's crunch time, he's going to speak up if he feels like he needs to, which I think he should have. I think he should have been like, Coach, keep me in. Let me get this. I could do this. So, also, I think that the Texans are going to be probably pass heavy, especially with how the middle linebackers were playing. They were not playing well, and Geno Smith looked like an elite quarterback out there. So I do expect the Texans to try and get the passing game going and try and pass over the defense. And Justin Simmons is out as well, so expect them to be a little pass heavy in this game. So hopefully the defense can tighten up and play well against the pass. For us, I do think that our offense is going to be a little more balanced. I think that the running backs, I think they learned. They watched film. I don't think it's going to happen again. Fumbles on the goal line. I think that we're going to have a little bit of runs, little short passes, little intermediates, a few deep throws. I think it's just going to be a more balanced offense for the Broncos. They got a game under their belt, got the rust off, got the jitters off. I think they're going to play a lot better at home. And they got the home crowd to support them. So I think we're going to see a lot better of an offense this Sunday. But other than that, that's really all I got for the video for you guys. I was reading this article, 5 moves that the Broncos should make after the loss to Seattle. One was they need to make Andrew Beck. They need to move him up in the tight end order. Andrew Beck did play really good. This article thinks that Andrew Beck should be the tight end 2 behind Alberto. But, honestly, I would not mind. I thought he played well, and I think Greg Dulcich is still injured. Another thing they said is sign Ndamukong Suh. Would not be that bad. It's worth a shot. If he doesn't do good, just cut him. But I think the Broncos definitely need to shore up that run defense because, what was it? Was it Chris Carson or was it Penny? I think it was Rashad Penny. No, he had a couple runs where he just broke through and had really big runs. So, yeah, I would not mind that idea. Another thing is add Blake Martinez to that linebacker group. Middle linebacker, yeah, it's a weakness. It was a weakness starting the season, and I still think it's a weakness. And I still think they're going to have to make a deal at the deadline if they want to have a shot, especially in the AFC West, because their inside linebacking core is not good in my opinion. But Blake Martinez, maybe he's worth a shot. Who knows? They also said a little more Mike Boone, a little less Melvin Gordon. I like Mike Boone. Maybe something we can consider. And last but not least, sign Landon Collins as a hybrid safety. As a hybrid player, my bad. So, yeah, he'd be playing that linebacker, defensive back role. Not a bad idea. He's kind of old, and Justin Simmons is coming back, so I'm not sure about that one. But anywho, that's all I got for you guys. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the vid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Other than that, stay safe, be good. And my prediction for this game, I think the Broncos win 27-20. It's going to be tough, but I think they get it done from the home crowd. Start the season 1-1. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Like button, subscribe if you're new. believe I just said that, but I'm for real. So, come on, Broncos. Get it done. Leave your guys' thoughts, comments, predictions down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.